Hey everybody, what's going on? Eric here, back again on this nice rainy Monday night. And I'm here with the Jackson X Series Rhoads RRX24. This is my daughter's guitar, something that she wanted, so I picked it up for her. And yeah, so did a few things to it already. Tuned it up. Wanted to see where this bridge was going to end up after tuning it up. So right now I have the nut is not locked into place. I did install inside here a tremolo block, so she's not going to be able to pull backwards, but she'll be able to push down. She's got kind of like a little bit of a heavy hand, so when she's doing like a palm mute, she kind of pushes on the bridge and kind of throws everything out of tune. So what I'm looking for here is to make sure that the bridge and the body right over here are basically leveled with each other, and I've achieved that. And so I know it's out of tune, but I tightened up the claw a little bit, so it's pulling with the springs a little bit more this way. It's still going to be easy to kind of, use it as a little bit of a tremolo going downwards, but not pulling backwards. So I'm all done with that. I'm going to put the cover back on. Now I noticed something with this guitar. They painted this pink first and then did the black over the pink. And how I noticed this is some of the spots like around over here on the edge, kind of like where they buffed it and it went through the black a little bit into the pink. And then when I was putting the block and the stopper inside of here on the block, I noticed when I drilled the holes to put the screws inside there that it was pink underneath the black. So they ended up painting this guy or girl, whatever you want to call it, black or pink first, and then painted it with the black. Kind of cool. I'm not knocking it. Did a beautiful job. So another thing that I have to do right now, besides put the back cover plate back on, because I don't need to be inside of the cavity where the tremolo springs, Floyd Rose Special springs, whatever you want to call it. I don't have to be in there anymore. So right now I have the cover to put on and something else that I need to do. Now I ordered her her own guitar strap, just for herself, and she wanted it, so I ordered it. But one of the things I need to do with this thing is I definitely need to put strap locks on this. So I ended up picking up a while back. They had a sale. Somebody had a sale on Schaller strap locks. So I ended up picking up a few sets of them. And the only thing is I didn't pick up any in black, which I kind of should have. All right, screw. Why are you going in crooked? There you go. Going there nice and straight. Yeah, I should have thought about that for later on. I know Jackson has its own strap locks that some of their guitars come with. I know my Soloist did, but this one did not. Alright, so that's done. I need to get a screwdriver for here. And make sure I have the right screwdriver, because if I go with something too small or too big, yeah, it's perfect. It won't fit inside there correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these strap locks here. Still has a little felt thing there, and then I got some Schaller ones. If you're going to buy strap locks, only buy the real things. Do not buy the cheaper version of them, because you're going to end up with problems. Lots of them. So Schaller comes with a couple of different screws. One is longer than the other. If I can get away with using the original screw, I'm going to. And again, on these, you just pull them and slide them out. And I don't think I'm going to get away with using the original screw because the head is different in size. But I do want to kind of make sure that the length, these guys are a little bit longer. I really don't want to use these. These might be too long. have to drill a deeper hole. I don't know how deep these holes are. See if this fits on here. See where I'm going to bottom out at here. I don't want it to go through the fretboard either, so. Well, I'm not feeling any tension when it comes to turning this other than my hand getting kind of tired. They must have drilled that pretty deep in there. Alright, so I'll be able to use this screw. Stop skipping over the head. Alright, so I do not need the felt because it comes with its own felt. Now, you see inside there. See, it's pink inside that hole, if you can tell that or not. Don't know. Alright, so I'm going to put the longer screw inside there. Kind of like this felt a little bit better. This felt here seems like it's a little bit better than the felt that comes with these things. Alright, let the screw find the threads. So you're not going to strip out the hole. There we go, now we're on. And then this one's here too. I should use my drill to do this. Alright, so these guys here will stay together. Oh, I do want that felt pad, sorry. Take that. Now I don't have to use such a long screw over here. I can use the short one here. Because this one I know if I used a long screw, it's going to go into the battery cavity. And I don't want that. Alright, so I got both shallow locks on. I don't need these screws. Actually, I want to hold on to these. I don't want to lose them. So I'll put them there. These guys will go into my drawers with all my other parts inside that I save. Alright, so this I can throw away. So make sure, if you're going to get anything, get the real deal. Not the cheap shit. Cheap shit you're going to end up problems with. Breaking the screws, something. These are going to fail on you. Make sure they're just stamped as this shallow on them. So put those off to the side there. And I'm done with everything on the back of this thing. So now what I want to do is I want to tune this thing up. And the bridge should not move at all. Back it up just a little bit, that's good. Alright, check it again here, good. So I can go ahead and lock the nut down. And it might change, I know this has quite a bit of a head angle, but it might change the tuning a little bit. Now don't torque your locks down on your nut, but you do want to snug them up. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, see that one kind of loosen up here. See where the intonation sits at? Not bad. Not bad. Okay, this one I gotta loosen up just a hair. Not bad. Did a good job on the intonation on this thing. So where's my neck laying at right now? since I have the, I can live with that. It's a little less than, I can tell just by looking at it now, it's a little less than 12 thousandths, but that's all right. I can deal. Unplug this. Remember, these are active pickups, so I got to unplug it in order to make sure I don't use up the battery. Now I have my tuners. I got two tuners, and they're both up against the wall over here, so I can see them perfectly. One is kind of like a strobe tuner that's made by Korg, and the other one is a Korg GA tuner. Yeah, she's not bad. So that's about it. I mean, pickup height on these things, you know, these are active pickups. You want active pickups to kind of be pretty damn close to the strings. You know, there's no magnet inside these things that are going to pull the string down towards it. You don't want them up too high to where they're touching the string. So, you know, you kind of like eyeball it a little bit, and I can kind of feel where it's at. And it kind of feels like my other Jackson. So, like I said, she can't push down on it going backwards, but she could push down on it. Black is like the worst color to have, you know. It gets all kinds of shit on it, and it's just, yeah. 3-way selector switch. Seymour Duncan actives. No push and pull. There's no splitting coils or anything else. You just have 2 volumes and a tone. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Next thing will be plugging it in and doing a little bit to it. Now I got all the plastic off of everything, exception of the truss rod cover. I forgot one. Well, I didn't have to take the truss rod cover off or anything because everything fell into place, but she's good to go now. Floyd Rose Special. She's even with the body over here. That's kind of where I want it to be. Yeah. I don't play guitar much, but when I do, your ears might bleed. Alright, so it's been kind of a little bit of a rut with me with playing guitar and kind of finding the time to play guitar. Actually, it's been like a year rut. So I really haven't been practicing or doing too much, piddling here and there, but that's about it. Mostly working on the guitars. And I know it's basically just an excuse. But with times right now, with things have changed, the whole staying at home thing, I should have plenty of time, right? Well, I don't. And the reason being is that I've become a school teacher now. So I have my old laptop set up in the other room, and, you know, now I have to spend time with the kid, which is not a bad thing, but I'm not a teacher. Luckily, everything on the computer is self-explanatory, and you know, I just have to go over and check things out, make sure everything's okay. The only bad thing is that you know, I've been working on guitars, but I haven't been playing with them, and I've got a lot of guitars, which is pretty damn shame. So I'm trying to change this here and there and work out something, but again, it's all excuses. I should be taking an hour, half hour, 20 minutes, something, and doing a little bit of practicing. So I'm going to test out the Jackson, these Seymour Duncan active pickups. I have a tone already set up in the computer through Gearbox, and it's something that I kind of made up. I kind of like the way it sounds, even though it's got way too much reverb inside of it. I just like the way it sounds. So let's kind of play around and check out the Jackson.